Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. We've had a new Star Citizen Alpha 4.1 PTU patch. The PTU patch is now open to all backers. Alpha 4.1 can be tested by all people. In this latest PTU patch, there's a physics update, as well as a significant FPS weapon balance, and a load of bug fixes as well. We're going to be delving into that and talking about Alpha 4.1, but we've also got a quick summary of the most recent Inside Star Citizen that looked at Mocap and a new character for the persistent universe. Let's jump into the 4.1 open PTU patch notes though. It's open to all backers now, the 4.1 patch. The Vault weapons are now also a focus of testing and feedback. However, the additional missions updated for meshing are not, but pretty much everything else available in the patch is now welcomed for feedback and is implemented in some way. And this includes dangerous wildlife around some of those laser sites and Hathor facilities. And a new Banu mission giver, Wicklow. So with that Banu collector, they've made additional polish passes on them with the location, audio, and animation. They've made further polish passes to the Align and Mine set of missions and just generally the locations there. They've also balanced the number of mineable rocks spawned on planetary surfaces to compensate for fewer gems per rock. There is a collision physics update here as well. So ship collision damage handling is now done using full collision data passed down by physics. This means mass and speed are now fully calculated in the collision and will make collision damage between all ships, big and small, behave more realistically. So what does this mean? Well, it means ship ramming will be changed significantly. You should have smaller ships not affecting larger ships so much. I'm hoping they continue to push with this, and basically I want to see ramming as particularly ineffective. Maybe you can take out a particular turret or small portion of a ship if you're built for ramming and you're a smaller ship, like some of the Vandal ships. But for the most part, where a ship is not itself a weapon, I want to see them less effective than a missile would be. They've greatly reduced the hydrogen fuel storage for the Pisces, Cutter, and SRV to be more in line with smaller ships. They've also reduced the first and third person camera shake in ships, and further Hornet and Starlancer Max mass changes have been made. There is a new weapon. I say new weapon. It was in a couple of the last PTU patches as well. It's the Vault Parallax Rifle. Verified Off-World Laser Technologies are here with their brand new powerful assault rifle, which introduces the overheat mechanic and evolves as it fires. The Parallax Rifle has been added. You can trade in some valuable supplies to the collector to try out this rifle. The rifle builds up heat, increasing its fire rate up to 35%, and once enough heat is built up, it turns into a powerful beam. The temperature of the atmosphere you are in affects how quickly or slowly this heat builds up. For example, if you're on a cold planet, the weapon will take much longer to turn into a beam, and vice versa for a hot planet. The weapon, however, can overheat and be unable to fire if it runs too hot, which in future updates will cause significant wear. Currently, this weapon is also in single weapon elimination in Arena Commander, with other FPS modes in AC being disabled so that you can test that. Magazines will be added to the shops. The fire rate is 600 and the damage is 15. I'd previously seen these as well around the Hathor facilities. The grenade launcher has seen updates. People were worried it was going to become the meta weapon in-game, especially with the changes to item recovery, meaning that you would spawn with your loadout that you had when you were incapacitated. Grenade launcher balance. The intention with these changes is to make the grenade launcher have more focus on skill expression as opposed to raw power. The grenade launcher max damage radius has been decreased from 6 meters to 5 meters, and minimum damage radius has been decreased from 2 meters to 0 meters. The max physics radius decreased from 8 meters to 5 meters, and pressure reduced, which shouldn't cause knockdowns. Damage has decreased from 16.5 to 12.5. This hits multiple body parts due to being an explosion. This makes it so that you need to land 3 shots instead of 2. They've increased the min and max spread significantly. Aim down sights time is increased from 0.17 to 0.25. The idea here is to keep the grenade launcher as a powerful weapon, but require players to be more prepped by forcing them to aim to get consistent results. Overall, this will bring the power level of the grenade launcher down, whilst still keeping its identity and making it a more higher skill weapon. Also, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think you spawn with grenade ammo when you respawn anymore. Please tell me in the comments below if I'm correct or incorrect about that. Ripper SMG, there's been a recoil pass on this. The DPS is increased from 135 to 165. They fixed being unable to fire when under a certain ammo capacity. They've slightly increased ammo consumption rates. The Custodian, they've increased its damage from 11.1 to 12. The P8AR, they've increased its min spread from 1 to 4.5. That's actually a significant change. This removes the free shot you got in hipfire, which was a strong component of the weapon. They've also increased aim down sight time from 0.25 to 0.3, and they've increased delay before recoil return time from 0.35 to 0.43. So that's actually some pretty big changes to FPS weapons there, trying to get them a bit balanced, trying to change the meta up a bit so there's a bit more choice in what to pick rather than just grenade launcher. Some bug fixes here too. Some transit desyncs been fixed. Carrack ladders should be fixed. Boxes not spawning during Pyro Courier missions fixed. Constellation Phoenix elevator platform should now be working. The Hathor platform alignment facility cards were becoming stuck after inserting one alignment card. That should now be fully working. They fixed 4 client crashes as well. The known issue list for the patch is significantly smaller now. There's still the message appearing about a fee when you respawn, but that's only a visual. It's not going to take any alpha UEC. It's not meant for tier 0. Item recovery. Players can lose their previously equipped loadout upon leaving the Clasher Rehabilitation Facility. Some PvP missions don't work. Party members aren't appearing on the star map or area map. Anti-asteroids are still infiltrating jump points. Failing a jump point can displace the player far away from the gateway station. The Wicklow missions, turning in additional items for them, can result in the items disappearing and then loads of items appearing in the freight elevator. The Ready Grip Tractor module can't be purchased, although I think that's been fixed now. Tell me in the comments below. And the Caterpillar, if stowed with the cargo bay doors open, because the cargo bay elevators and doors function now, the cargo bay doors controls can be missing the open-close interactions when you retrieve it. I'm actually really looking forward to Alpha 4.1. More stuff should be carried over from 4.0.2 when they move over to 4.1 live. And what I'm saying is less stuff will be lost than previously. You should be also keeping your like contested zone stuff, and there's no planned big wipe or anything with 4.1, although they could if they need to. You can expect that patch to go live by the end of March. We also have an Inside Star Citizen Dev Diary Performance Artist video that CIG dropped. I'll do a quick summary of this. Jared is going to be voicing and mocapping a new character in the Persistent Universe, SSN news anchor James Harriman. He also does some miscellaneous NPCs as well that he's just recorded. It's one of the reasons he shaved relatively recently. Their internal studio can support mocap for up to 8 people simultaneously. It's one of the most advanced studios of its kind in Europe. It's right next to their main UK office. They also have like a face scanning suite, a green room, a dressing room for talent. For the mocap, you have to put on a little helmet, put on a tracking suit, get a load of tracking markers put on you, and have markers put on your face. Alpha 4.1 starts the B story arc for the game. Obviously, we've had the A story arc going on for a while, which is the save Stanton, fight for Pyro, supply or die stuff. This B story poses an existential threat to mankind, kind of starts, and there's suspected failure of regen tech, which actually is being talked about and alluded to already. I think that's going to be quite interesting. I hope it will lead to sandworms, or more sandworms. There was also a little teaser at a new alien character they talked about, which I assume is Waikolo, the Banu Collector in Alpha 4.1, but there might be more. Also, they said the next Inside Star Citizen will be on the 27th of March, and we'll take a look at the 4.1 patch, which assumedly will be about to release if it hasn't already been released. Boom! Alpha 4.1, making waves. It's, yeah, pretty good. They're making it better and better. They're fixing a load of those bugs. Playability and performance seems to be going up a little bit from where it was earlier in the PTU. Interested to know what people think on that. I'm still at a bit of a performance drop compared to 4.0.2, but that may well change by the time it goes to live. I know there have been some significant graphic improvements in certain areas, like with clouds and stuff, which is now, I think, forced on, so that could be one of the reasons. But I'm really interested to know what people's experiences with Alpha 4.1 are now with this latest patch. Are you enjoying the Align and Mine missions and those new creatures and the brand new collector stuff and getting those minerals and doing missions for them, as well as those new weapons and cosmetics and things? What about those physics updates? What is your experience of ramming ships into each other? Every month we have a ship giveaway. This month we are giving away a Super Hornet Mark II with Heartseeker kit that was kindly given to us by CIG. It also comes with a lifetime insurance and a game package. All you need to do to be in for a chance of winning that is comment on any of my videos made during March. You want some head and eye tracking for Star Citizen? We got Toby eye tracker links down below. You want to get yourself a VPN? NordVPN.com/BoredGamer. Links down below take huge discounts on that and helps out the channel. I love NordVPN. They embrace me with their VPN-like arms protecting me from the horrors of the internet, giving me better privacy, security, and accessibility of the interwebs. Thanks, NordVPN. You're great. Thanks very much for watching. You take care. Hope you have a great March and Alpha 4.1 experience. Tell me in the comments below all your things, all the stuff that you did. Thanks for watching.